Hey everyone, it's Logan with Campfire Taco. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video, obviously. This is my Tacoma, and I just wanted to start a channel and bring you guys along for camping videos and things that we do to it. We already have a couple things done. Don't mind the camping gear. Yeah, we already put on our X2O Smittybuilt winch bumper. This is a 2020 Tacoma Sport, TRD Sport. I just put this on a couple weeks ago. My Rough Country retractable bed cover. I love it. And of course we have the rear bumper. Both the bumpers give it a much more aggressive look. And then we have suspension done. I can't remember, I couldn't tell you exactly what it is, but it's working well so far for me. Today, we have a couple ditch lights to put on. Super excited for these. For off-roading and going camping in the woods. It looks really real good. So the ditch lights I got are the Rough Country 2-inch spotlights. They're the black housing, amber DRLs, and obviously that LED spotlights. I really like these. They're 100% plug and play, and they're the perfect size for the Tacoma, not too big. You know, I'll walk you guys through everything that there is to it. So make sure you have the right bracket for each side of the truck. The passenger side, when it's sitting with the bump up, it's gonna look like a 7, and then the driver's side is the other one. These are super simple though. I mean, you flip them over, and put that bracket on, and then that just slides right down and it screws down, and then you can adjust it from there. So I had it backwards. On the pictures, it looks like they're sitting upside down, so I told you guys the wrong thing. When they're sitting like how they're gonna be in the truck, with the hood mount, with the two holes on the bottom, nice and flat, this is gonna be the driver's side, and then the other one is the passenger side. And I went ahead and put this one together. I'll walk you guys through what I did. I haven't tightened anything down. I don't even have it attached, but it's sitting there, and that's how I figured out the picture was wrong, or I was looking at it wrong, because this is supposed to just sit nice and flush, which it does here, but it doesn't on the driver's side. But I'll walk you guys through how I got there. So it's super simple. These mounts, I have them facing, there's a slight slant in them. I have them facing forward, and then it just slides right down. You can have that wire sticking out the back, or the front under that mount. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have them sticking out, I think the back, but I might change that. And then simply all you do, take one of these hex bolts with the mini lock washer, stick it down, and then once this is sitting flush, you can't do it with one hand. It just basically slides through the mount and then into the hole, and then tighten it down with the included hex wrench. And then that's step 1. Next, what you want to do is take your just normal bolt. It's a 12 mil. Nope, that's a lie. It's actually a 13 mil. Just stick it through here with no washers, because it has the grooves, so it won't spin. Slide that through, and then drop the light onto the mount. Again, I'll show you guys how it looks once I'm done talking, but then you're just gonna slide your normal washer through the bolt, followed by your lock washer, and then your nut, and then get that snug. Because again, we'll tighten everything down at the end. So got that bolt in, and you just tighten it down right here. Don't go all the way, just so you can adjust it later. And then on the other side, do the same thing with a hex bolt and a lock washer. Just take it through, repeat. So there we have it. Like I said, super simple. Starting from the top, bolt, bracket, support, normal washer, lock washer, and nut. And I was also wondering, they include 2 hex wrenches, and I was wondering what the smaller one was for. It's just for your lens in case, I don't know, in case something breaks, maybe to change a light out. But I just found that out, figured I'd let you guys know that. And they came with 1 extra lock washer. That's the only extra they came with, so make sure you have that organized and don't drop anything. So this is what it looks like, completed. Tighten down on to the hood. Yeah, make sure you get that support right, because it won't work on the driver's side if you get them mixed up like I almost had. We have good clearance. I love the low profile of these. The bolt does come a little close, but it doesn't strike, so that's nothing to worry about once you get it tightened down. Fitment is awesome. I love it. Love the fitment. When you open up the hood, it does not strike your windshield or even your rubber. That's not rubber. The plastic trim piece. So we're looking good there. And now we just have to throw it on the driver's side. And also this nut on the back, that's gonna fit a 13 mil wrench. It's a little big actually, but my socket set doesn't have a wide variety. So 13, I'm kidding, 14 works the best. I don't know why I thought of 13. Nothing in this install takes it to 13. But that's a 14 mil. And then under the hood, once you take these brackets off, those bolts are gonna be 12 mil. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll throw this one on and then walk you guys through on the driver's side what I did. So again, take off those 2 12 mil bolts, slide this bracket underneath there, and then it'll line up. It'll be easy with 2 people to have one person focus on holding the hood in place, because it's gonna move. But I do want to show you that it's possible with 1 person. I did it on that side. Just make sure you're extra careful on this side, because you do have the hood prop for this side to help hold it up. But I think it shouldn't be too bad. So what I found to work best is, you might have seen it, might have been too quick to see, but after I got both these done, just set them here in the tray, and then take your 1 bolt, slide it through the support first, the brace, and then slide it through the factory arm for the hood. And then once you get the bolt put through both of those, then you can slide it around, lift up the hood because it's gonna sag down, and then find the hole, get it started. I think I had like 2 or 3 turns on the bolt. Just so it was started, it was holding, and then grab the other bolt, fish it through, and find that second hole. And then once those are both started, then you're good. Tighten them down, finger tight, and then alternate tightening them one at a time. And there she is. And I'm so excited. So let's get these, I think I might get these angled first, and then I'll do the wiring. Nope, I'm gonna do the wiring first, because I'm not sure how they're gonna spray, how the lights are gonna spray out. So we'll get that done. So what I have so far, just roughed in. I'm gonna make this all nice and neat later. But just a couple zip ties just to hold it up in case I close the hood. Don't want to pinch it. And it's gonna eventually run nice and neat up where that other wire is running, and then back down. They're gonna meet in the middle here, shoot under down into the firewall, and I have a switch. I have a blank tab, so that's just gonna go right there, look like it's from factory. And then positive is hooked up, and then negative. We're gonna go ahead and use that bolt there. I'll probably rearrange that so it's facing down, but I'll do all the finishing touches later. I got it nice and secure, and I wanted to test, see how the lights worked, or if they worked. Ooh, nice, that's the DRL. I love that amber orange. Hope you guys can see it. Looks like you can. Looks like it's coming up a little yellow for you guys, but trust me, it definitely looks orange, which is the look I was going for. Both of those work. And it's cool, the controller lights up blue when it's on. And there. And there's, sorry, I got a call. But there's the spotlights. Super bright. Ouch. Oh, I like those. And then if you decide to run with the covers on, which I probably wouldn't, but it gives it, you know, red. Both of them have a red output, which is actually pretty cool. But got to be careful to not get those hot. But they're obviously meant to stay on. They're meant to get hot. So maybe I'm just talking out of my rumper. That actually looks kind of mean. If you wanted to go for that. Man, look at that. Super bright. For shoving this wire through the firewall, pretty simple. I'll show you on the other side. But from this side, you have this black tube with the blue knob on it. Not sure what that is. But just under there, next to the left of that rubber firewall, there's a gap, and on my truck there was a slit already made. If there's not, just go ahead and take a knife down there and just make a little gap. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. And then under here, there it is, just pop through. I'm gonna pull that through then. And what I did here is I took these prongs off, just pulled right off. They were a little tight, but that's good. And then before I took them off, I took a picture of how they were laid out. I'll go ahead and put that on the screen. Or you can take your own picture. And then just pull that through, and then you're gonna feed it up. I'll pop that cover off. I'm gonna feed it up there, and then once you can see it, hopefully you can stick your arm back there, grab it, pull it through, plug it back in to the controller, and then just pop that in place. Secure your wires. Forgot to mention I zip tied it so they were all together, nice and tight, in a small little gap, small bundle. And then once this is all done, before I move on to my next step, at least I'm gonna take off that zip tie, and then it should be good. Just after that, it's just a matter of tidying everything up, because I mean we have a ton of extra wire, which is good for bigger trucks, but for this truck, you really don't need that much. All right, I think you guys can see this. Yep. All right, so before I was talking about this extra slot, but it looks like when I hold it up, this one will actually fit better. So I'm gonna pop that one out. What I did is I took my orange trim piece. You can get this at AutoZone, I mean O'Reilly's, anywhere. It just came with my lighting kit, my interior lighting kit. And just stick it under here, pry out, and then I was working this way and it wasn't working. So pry this side out, maybe stick a screwdriver lightly in there, try not to scratch it up, and then stick it down in this side, pry it up, and then the whole thing should just work its way out. Shouldn't break any pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out. Looks like it's just 2 tabs. Oh yeah, duh. 2 tabs, pull those tabs, these tabs right here. Push those in, and then just push it out, and it pops right out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and save this, just because you never know down the road. But you can throw it out. And then just stick this new one in. Sorry for my toes. One second. So I did some research. This controller is not supposed to fit in either of these. It's a lot closer on this one. This one is definitely too wide and too short. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that one back up. And then I took a picture of these plugs. I'm gonna take this, just take it off so it's easier to work with. And I'm gonna take my knife and try and, I have it started a little bit. I'm gonna try and run it along that edge right there, and that might hopefully give us enough play to be able to squeeze the new controller in. I saw somebody else just ordered a new plug that fits. If you do order that plug, make sure it's a 2 relay or dual relay. I just broke mine, so I might have to order that. I just dropped it at least. Because you want the 2 functions, both for the amber and the LEDs. Because if you get just the one function, then only one of the 2 will work. You don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that trimmed up. See how it works. Hopefully I'm able to squeeze it in and it's tight. Because if not, then I'll just have to, maybe I'll order a new one of these plastic pieces and get a new controller. All right, here we have it. Finally got it on. I'm so happy I got it. I was worried it wasn't gonna work. This knife was not doing it. One, it's used a lot. I tried sharpening it, but I don't have my sharpener near me. So I was still just prying away at it, pretty much just scraping and scraping, trying to get the edges off, at least slim down a little bit. My girlfriend got home, brought me some zip ties, and she's like, "Oh, I have a file." I'm like a pipe file, like a half moon. She's like, "Yep." Oh man, lifesaver. I just took it. Honestly, the rounded side did better at digging in, and then the flat side I used just for evening it out. I ended up having to do both the left and right side, and then the bottom. You kind of see where I was scraping away. Didn't really touch that side, and just got it so it was just tight enough. If I ever have to take this out, I mean, I'm gonna have a fun time smacking at it. It's in there, and both sides function real tight, but it works. Very glad, because I wanted the rough country controller on, because you know it lights up and it just looks as it should. I didn't want to have to order one of those new relays, so it is possible. If you have a file, that's my best recommendation. If you have a drill and drill bit, you could ream it out that way. or a diamond bit. That'd be even better. Maybe some sort of, no, they're not gonna make a wheel that small, I wouldn't think, to get in there with a wheel, an ankle grinder. But that worked for me, and now all I have to do is just put it back together, and then I'll show you guys the end product after I clip it all up, tidy up all the wires with those zip ties. Okay, I just finished up all the wiring. I never clarified earlier when I was talking about how you could run this wire out the back or the front. I would not recommend going out the front. Yes, you can. It's gonna kink that wire. And then you're also gonna be shooting out and then back and then forward again. And that just wouldn't look nice. I mean, yes, this comes close, but it's not gonna catch when the hood is down. You're out on the trails. So it's just easier just to go out back. I ended up running the wire just all along this. I think it's a white, what? I don't know, I couldn't tell you what wire that is, but I ran it along this wire. Just zip tied it every couple inches or a foot or so. Ran it up along, and then that wire ended, so I shot it across, zip tied it up right here. There's nothing else really to clip it to, and I didn't want it dangling over the engine. Shot it down, and then on this side, I ran back here. Took this clip out. I need to put that clip back. There it is. All right, I got that clip again. Focus, there we go. Okay, so I ran the wire for the driver's side over here under, and then with that big bunch of wires, I basically met them all here in the middle. Even this one, nope. The one for the engine, I just ran straight here from the front. But the bundle from the passenger side, driver's side, and through the firewall, I clamped them all up, zip tied them, and shoved them under here. And that works. It's pretty full, and if you look hard enough, I mean, I'm sure if you got down there, you can see them sticking out and all bundled up, but it works. It's gonna hold. And then obviously you have to shoot these 3 down through the firewall. I zip tied them to this existing hose. That was already clipped up with the wires, so I figured that wasn't a big deal. So I'm really not sure what that hose is for. I'm sure I could find it. What's that? I found a loose clip. Wait, that looks like it's for my connection. Hold on. All right, that's just a nice reminder. Make sure you double check all your work and keep an eye on all your pieces, because that gasket and inner ring came off of this. So I'm gonna throw that back on, and then that should probably help with leaks. I would think. Oh my God, I'm so lucky. Butterfingers. Wow, they got stuff right there. Yep, so I'm just putting the orange seal around first, and then this is the same on every side, so just clip it back in. Is that right, or is I do that backwards? No, that should be right. I'll go double check, but I think that's right. The gasket and then the plastic, but that's in there. Let's go check this side. Yep, that's right. Now we can go ahead and stuff this back in there. Like that. I'll pull a little bit more slack out for this wire. All right, now we can shut her up and turn my campfire lantern off. And then we'll get them adjusted a little bit, show you how they look in the garage, and then I'll take it out tonight and show you guys. Last but not least, before you hit the roads, make sure you tighten these bolts back up. And I'm also gonna bring these couple wrenches with me when I go test out the lights, just to make sure they're angled how I want them, and then I'll put them away. All right, so I'm just in the garage, but just to give you guys an idea, that's just the spotlights, spotlight and headlights. It's gonna light it up. Headlights and DRLs. Yeah, I love the look of those. They match the markers perfectly. Let's do high beams and spotlights. Here's how it looks from inside. And I'll show you guys on the road later. Here we have them on the road. Man, those are bright. And with the high beams. Definitely gonna have to point them down a little bit more. Cause yeah, it lights up the ground, but it doesn't. I mean, it's pointed directly out. They're definitely very bright though. I like how you can see when the DRLs are on. You can see that orange shine on the truck. It looks pretty cool. Here we have just the ditch lights on. Great output. Went ahead and pointed them down a little bit more. But we're looking like with the headlights on. And with the high beams. Definitely gonna light this place up. All the trails. Don't have any trails around here. I'll show you guys. But I got a little pull, got to a little pull off on the side of the road. I'll go ahead and show you the amber DRLs. So as expected, I mean the output is minimal, but you can still see it. You can see it better on camera actually than you can in person. But those look real nice. I like those. Gives it a little aggressive look. And I'll show you those without the headlights on. This definitely is shown on camera more yellow than it is in person. It's definitely more orange in person. Which is, like I said, what I was going for. In case you guys were wondering, I'll show you guys the bed lights as well as that I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna find my key. Yeah, they make camping and just grabbing anything at night super easy. Just pulling, I can just pull this retractable bed cover up. Bam, lights everything up. Super happy with it so far. There's all the lights. I do have some more, couple more lights coming. I know they're controversial, but I got some Raptor lights. Should be here, I think, in the next couple days. I'm excited for it. Oh, there's a truck coming. But they're gonna match. They should match up with the Amber DRLs pretty nicely. And I think that'll just help with the aggressive look. I know they're controversial, but might as well give them a shot at least. With the Amber DRLs spotlights, marker lights, and Raptor lights, I think it'll look pretty good. Well, that's gonna sum it up for the night. Thank you guys for joining me on my first video. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope it helped with the install process. I mean, it's really not terrible at all, but I just wanted to get something out there, and I figured that this is the best place to start. Really happy again with the 2-inch black casing and yellow and amber DRLs. Ditch lights from Rough Country. I blanked out and totally forgot the name of it, but here's one last look at them with the amber. Oh man, I'm happy. Hope you guys enjoyed. All right, we'll see you in the next video.